Hello, friends. Welcome. It's Ananda Rose. How are you? How's everything going in your world? I hope you'll tell me in the comments. Yes, it's been yet another couple of weeks since we did any recording, but the energies are such that well, it's just been like that. It's just been a intense time of downloads, affecting nervous systems. All of those things are happening. So today's video is going to be about the Chinese New Year. Now, everybody's talking about it, I know, but I felt today very instinctively, intuitively, that I needed to bring in a light language message through for all of us, as well as a couple of messages from the cards. But I wanted to say a few things before we do that. Now, friends, I'm going to do us clearing first, and then we go into what it is this message is about. Please join me to take a moment to breathe. Karma kita fahorna kita ha, zele kita fahorna kita tutubakas kita forna tefe. And zela kita forna ho, we're just going to clear us, clearing all our fields, all of us, whoever catches this. Diaba kita forna ne mandikuru diskit kit kara ho, runa kekiska, eito forna kawatas. Just clearing us with the light language, with the feather. Nzabakutafa and Makutafa. Make sure to keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. Yabakatoro nukurbaha, we tetafa arme. Etetafa, rekadana, and tetafa, unamekatufa, oh, tetafa, tefa, tefa. And the kabashke, oh, let's get us good, you can escape it, go ornatefe. Oh, Hinebe, just clearing us, Kiamakatufaranaka, announcing. The bowl is singing before I could even tap it. And Zakarma announcing the return of those that have stayed away. The unification for all of us that need to come together in this time and space. For all of us that will come here, receive this light language message, this video. It's gonna go to fe armekete to far and a kete to far and make it to far. Breathing in, receiving the code from the singing bowl. Deep breath again, friends, keeping us grounded. Ooh. Taking that breath, coming back to the present. Have a sip of water if that's available for you. Mm. So, friends, today, let us thank the universe together. Thanking the universe, thanking Mother, Father, God, Goddess, God. Lady Gaia. Thank you, Amma Luna. We're on the precipice of this eclipse. We're on the precipice of the new moon. Thank you. Thank you, Gaia. Zakiratuko Ranjalektuko Rakue. Thank you, Amma Kali. Ah, Rukshkama, Tutukara, and the Ruskutafa, no Rishkir Bahoa. Taking a deep breath, bringing in all that divine feminine energy. Karabekitakuruna tatakawa satatakaruna katakaruna tsafu. Om Yawena tatapawe. Thank you, friends. As we come back from that, let's read our messages. I was thinking today about us coming to the close of the year of the is it the wooden snake? And what that means, 2025 coming to the end of 2025, 2025 equals 9. For those who don't understand what I mean about coming to the end of it, because 9 in numerology is the last number, so it's ending a cycle, and the beginning of a new cycle is the 1. Now, for many people, their birthdays are when they start the new year. For other people, the 1st of January is when they start the new year. For some people, like the Chinese New Year, it's starting now. Like the Indian New Year, it starts when it's Diwali, towards the, September, October, November. Everyone's New Year is starting in a different way. But why is it so important? Why is it so important, this one? Because in the last few years, we have seen how the Chinese astrology is very prevalent in this part of our transformation and ascension on the planet. And so we acknowledge that because a lot of what was happening in the last, well, for me anyway, in 2024, I suddenly started to reconnect with dragons. And then, 2023, I started reconnecting with dragons, and then only to discover that the year following, 2024, was the year of the dragon. Okay. And then last year, I didn't I didn't connect with any snake, I've got to tell you. But how did my last year go? You think about how your last year went. There were lots of twists and turns. There were a lot of winding roads. There were a lot of starts, finishes. Felt like, wow, what the heck's going on, right? It hasn't quite left. The remnants of 2025 still continue. In my week, in the last week, I've had quite a few things happen in succession of each other that has almost like floored me. One of the things floored me, and I didn't feel like I could move much with it. I didn't feel I could actually shift how badly I was feeling about it. It was just about something that I've been used to for the last 18 years of my life, and last Friday it was announced that it's coming to an end. So the relationship I have with one person came to an end last week. And I depend on this person. He's the radio station manager where I do radio. And he taught me all that I know about radio and still continues to teach me. And this is why I have the confidence to use a microphone, sit in front of a camera and talk to you because of my Michael. Yeah. We all think we have just Archangel Michael. There are Archangel Michaels also in human form. That was my Michael. He's still around, still going to be doing radio. But what he takes with him is his divine feminine energy. I don't know about the future. I love radio. I love radio so much. I feel like I was born with it. I was born to have a microphone in my hand. And I like radio, I've got to tell you, friends. I don't really like looking at myself in the camera, but I do this. And, all of you supporting it makes me feel better. So that was one of my things. And to be honest, I don't know the new manager. I don't know about the divine feminine, sacred feminine energy in from that direction. We'd have to wait and see. But somewhere within me, I feel like my life has changed. And I don't know how long my um, my work at this radio station or even as a radio announcer is actually going to go on for. Because I may leave this and not go to another radio station. But so for me, that was big for me because I love radio. It's like, it's the one job I call it a job. It's the one thing I do in my life that I've never ever felt like I needed to get paid for it. I volunteer this, and I've never ever felt like I wanted to get paid for it because I love it so much, because what it gives me is more than I could ever get paid for. Is there something like that in your world going on? Now, friends, know that these things are coming to an end. Saturn going into Aries is really calling us to look at ourselves and to commit to things. I heard recently where we commit to the things we are doing, and if these things make no sense to us and we cannot justify why we're in them, then they will go and we must release. So who knows? Maybe that's part of my process or one of my processes. Right, let's get to today's readings. So I've been this week or in the last week, I've been looking after my grandson a few times, and I notice he's got a lot of obviously he's got toys, but he's also got some little bodysuits that have got a motif of a zebra on it. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And then, we were listening to all the different animal sounds in the last week, and one of them that came up was the zebra. And I thought, I don't actually know much about it. And why do we call it? Why am I talking about the zebra when it comes to this is the Chinese New Year celebrating the year of the fire horse? But don't they all seem to come from the same genealogy in some way, shape, or form? Like the donkey, the zebra, the some of the buck that you see, some of the deer, we call them buck in Africa. Some of the bucks that you see, like for example, the Bonty buck and Bonty buck in Africa, it has these two horns going straight up, and its body is that not of a deer, but more of a horse, right? And then of course you got the obvious ones, the horses, right? And the high vibrational ones are the unicorns. So I thought, what was the message? What are we going to do? I felt really guided to go to this one in terms of cards. And we're going to bring the messages through. I'm going to read the little messages because there are not a lot of them. I'm going to do a light language transmission. What is the light language transmission? For us to start moving into the mode of the new. Because a lot of us, because we're so used to the sufferings, to the challenges, to the blocks of the ninth year, and I experienced that ninth year like from 7, 8, 9 of the last 9 years. Mine was a whole 3-year cycle, and the ninth year was pretty intense. Okay, so how are we going to get out of that mode? Because whatever has happened, it's become a programmed thing in your head. And sometimes we can be in these modes and be thinking we're going through those things, but we're actually not. It's the mind that keeps us stuck and keeps us thinking that we're still going through the pain of it. Right. So that's what our light language is going to be for, to shift us out of that mode and into the new. Right. I hope that's okay. I keep saying right. I think I want to read the Unicorn Cards by Dinah Cooper, second, not first. Okay, there we are. That's the one. Now, this was before the magic of unicorns, I think. And I love them. I love them. This is when I started doing the unicorn series from that I did last year. And I still have one more video to put together of the unicorn series. But I'm going to start off first with this one, The Wisdom of Avalon, Oracle Card Deck by Claire Baron Reed. And we're reading about the horse here. That's the horse card. The horse implies or is a messenger of accepting help from another and delegating authority. It's a number 26 card in this deck, and 2 plus 6 equals 8, which is implying balance. Okay. The horse appears on your path to offer assistance. If you're asking a question about your life, the horse says that you will indeed receive help from another to aid you on your quest. Too often, Do you refuse help from others? Do you sometimes feel that although you give to others, no one helps you? Well, you don't have to you don't have to walk the whole way alone. You can get help. The horse appears to remind you that assistance is for the asking. Sometimes you need to be carried to get to your destination. Trust that when the horse appears, help is yours. Remember to ask for it and also remember to accept it when it's offered. Many of us struggle with this concept. We love to give, but we struggle to receive. Please, if you are like that, I am too. Start becoming more in the receptive mode. Because I'll tell you why. Not being in the receptive mode can also stagnate our blessings that we're meant to bring in for ourselves. All that stuff you're trying to manifest. Perhaps I've had a lot of lessons in receiving in the last 18 months. I've had a lot of lessons. I've had to also own it and say to people, I don't have this, so I can't give you that, or I can't do that because I could have found another reason, but I was constantly being pushed to say my truth. So let's try not to get there, friends. Let's try not to get there. Let's try to be in a space where we, as we freely give, we freely receive. You know the message of Egyptian goddess Mahats? I give freely and I receive freely. I give freely and I receive freely. There you go. That's it. Let's do the unicorn cards. I love them because the first card that appeared to me was 10, which again, symbolic of a new life. Number 1, new beginning. Then I had the number 9 card appear. Or what is it? Yes, is it number 9? It's a number 9 card. Which I thought, okay, come in reverse. And then I had the number 1 card appear. So let's do them. We'll start with the 9. We'll do the 1 and then we'll do the 10. How about that? Oh, let's do the 9. Yeah. 9, 1, 1. From a high vibrational frequency, friends. High vibrational frequency. In this deck, the unicorn cards, the deck of unicorn cards. This is the card. The number 9 card is called Flight. Right. Let your creative imagination fly. Use your imagination to build castles in the air. Then ask the unicorns to help you ground your visions. With their help, you can achieve much more than you believe possible. Your affirmation is, I use my imagination to expand my visions. I use my imagination to expand my visions. I love this card because you know what? It's such a good way to end the old and start the new. Yeah. All right. Number 10. We're going to do number 10? Yes, we're going to do number 10. It's number 10 card. It's the freedom card. Only your thoughts and emotions can imprison you, just as we were speaking. So you are reminded to watch them today. Then ask your unicorn to touch your third eye and with its horn to help you release all that binds you. I feel like I want to read that message again. Only your thoughts and emotions can imprison you. So you are reminded to watch them today. Then ask your unicorn to touch your third eye with its horn to help you release all that binds you. The affirmation is, my unicorn is setting me free. My unicorn is setting me free. Love it. And number 1, last card. This is the card. Number 1 is the aspiration. I hope this is a message for all of us for this new phase that we're entering. Unicorns help you to aspire to great spiritual heights. So raise your visions and know that your potential is limitless, for they are supporting your dreams. Unicorns help you, us, you, me, we aspire to great spiritual heights. So raise your visions. Let's raise our visions and know that our potential is limitless, for they are supporting our dreams. The affirmation is, the unicorns support my aspirations. The unicorns support my aspirations. Right, friends, let's have a sip of water. Thank you. Thank you for your love and thank you for your blessings. Thank you for supporting my aspirations, my dreams, and helping me create here on planet Earth in this time and space. Let's take a moment to breathe. I'm holding my crystal. It's clear. Again. Just want to hold my crystal whilst I do this with you, keeping our feet firmly planted on the ground. Mother, Father, Goddess, God, Universe, Source Energy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all of those that you have sent, and thank you to you for protecting us, for keeping us safe, for affirming to us that we rest in your shadow, that we live in your secret places, and that we are safe, that no matter what happens on the planet, those things that we fear, they're all often part of the mind, not necessarily what is meant to happen. Thanking you, teams of light, bringing us this far. Thank you, for you are the true. We are the heroes in the physical, but you are the true heroes in the spiritual, because you are helping us get here. Hiramatsu natse yahua he yahua he Horam natse foa harit nefoa. Thanking you, teams of light, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, your legions of angels, and the dragons that traverse the universe and universes and galaxies, looking after all of us, Yamakuto Foranaha, and very especially Gaia, Earth, Dahuna, the blue jewel, and Takahikuto Maha Nakataporo Nakawatete. As we are here on the precipice of a new phase, all the beings that are on planet Earth, light workers, light beings, star seeds, Otsira nakawete te whara nakawe, na te whora nakawe, te makuru makawe, na te wo. He awora na te we karana we, awe, awe, awe. Hawe, awe, awe, na to, ae, awe. Hiramaku te koro nakawe te kara nakai. Helping us to clear anything. All the mind blocks be gone. Dakutorna kita torna hawa tete. Nzaka woto korona kawa. Just holding it up, holding your crystal up to your third eye. Ndokorona kata to korona hawa tete. Take a deep breath. Look into your third eye. Release. Kaya shukorona kata. Moving up to the crown chakra. Ndokorona kata urona kawa. Just clearing. Just do a figure eight if you can. I've got my figure eight upside down. So bringing in balance. clearing all the blocks, clearing all the illusions. Kiramakutufo. Illusions can no longer stay, my friends. Know that. Neptune is in Aries. That's our astrology that's talking about that. And if you can feel that, and if you can identify with that, then that is your truth. Just to say, Zakurana, I'm just here to say, I just point out, I just heard somebody talking about sidereal astrology that does not agree with tropical astrology. We will have a conversation with an astrologer about that, I think, in the future. But I would like us not to be confused about that. What resonates the most for you? What is your intuition telling you to do the most? Do that. Coming back to this, keep doing your figure eights. Now go down to the altar major, which is at the bottom of the skull. It's where the skull and the spine meet. Taking a deep breath. Looking into the third eye. You can see better with the third eye if you have your eyes slightly, or into the third eye, if you have your eyes slightly open and looking at through that open or the slit in your eye, looking at your nose. You can look at your third eye better that way. Holding your crystal here at the altar major or Bindu chakra. Taking a deep breath. Just clearing our minds, our thoughts, our vision. I have some red stuff going on my eye. Bringing in healing, understanding what's happening there. For all of us, if you have anything happening with your eyes, I've noticed my eyes have suddenly started doing weird things. My prescription no longer works, yet the optometrist says it does. It's the right prescription. So all of that is part of our ascension process. Take a deep breath. Haramakesha nakawa. Utukuramaka viranaka. Tukuramakai. Viranka, the dragon, has been around in the last 2 weeks in my space. I just want to acknowledge you, Vir. Kurumakita Kurunaka. Whatever it is that I need to know and hear, whatever message you are bringing through for me, for anybody else out there, I ask you to bring it through. Vir. Kurumakayeto, Viramakayeto, Rakaiwatata, Urakawana. Nzakuru. Just clearing the dross and the dust, Rose. Jakabakichko radabachika da yera dutukurida ruda krasmato. Saramaketava. Thank you. It's an activation for all of us that Veer's just given us, the Makoto. I know it's the year of the horse. That's what we're talking about, but other beings appear. Okramaketa, take a deep breath, coming back. Sip of water. Friends, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you. If you got this far, thank you. Wishing you a happy, happy new phase. Be it Chinese New Year, be it just because you're entering a new phase. Trust the process that you're in. So much I could say, so much I want to say. I've just not had the energy to do it. The energies are so intense right now. And so this too will pass and we will be together as we always were. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for your loyalty and your commitment and for supporting the channels, both Ananda Rose and Light Language Messenger. Thank you so much. Namaste.